Okay, thank you all for watching my first YouTube video on my new page. I finally have a webcam and I'm still fiddling with it, but I hope this is a lot better than all my others. Here I have a battle with CookieMonster, who I met off of the TPX chat room, which is Xerxes' chat room. And yeah, it was a pretty fun battle. It was the second one we had, and so I figured it'd be a good one to put as my first one. Get started here. Having a little problem with lighting and all. There's so many friggin' windows in here. Anyway, so yeah, his in-game name is Sammy, and yeah, so I start off with Archeops, which I've named Air Razor, and he starts off with Swampert. Unfortunately, I don't have the whatever gem is called, the flying gem or jewel, whatever. So I figured, I'm going to save him for later. He might set rocks, but it won't be enough to bring me down to where, the fetus ability will really hurt me. So I send in Togekiss here because I know I can take a special attack or even a waterfall, and I think I should be faster than him. But he goes for Ice Beam, which that's cool because, I'm a special defense sponge. And he gets a freeze on me, but thankfully I thaw out, which almost never happens. And I get the Grass Knot on him, which, I don't think a lot of people really expect. He's going to go for Stealth Rocks, and I pretty much predicted that. I just didn't at the time want to sacrifice Archeops because he's really fast and I can do a lot of damage with him. So somewhat want to save him for a Revenge Killer, if at all possible. Figured he was going to switch possibly, so I think I go for Ancient Power right here. And he's in Garchomp. Yeah, go for Ancient Power. Hoping to get, the stat boost. Thankfully, Serene Grace helps with that a whole lot. And usually after one I cannot speak. After one Ancient Power boost, I can almost sweep. I went ahead and stayed in just to see what he would do. I didn't want to sacrifice anything else just yet. Thought he would go for Outrage, and he went for Dragon Claw. So my first thought was, awesome. He's not Scarfed, most likely. So that will possibly give me a little bit of an advantage. So I went for Flamethrower on that one, just maybe hoping to get a Burn Hex. Yeah. But he's going to use Dragon Claw again and actually live it, surprisingly enough. And I'm going to go for Roost here. And the whole idea behind this Togekiss is to somewhat, throw people off. Everyone always expects like the T-Wave, Air Slash or Sphere, Togekiss. And, I always like to go with a different approach with my Pokemon. And, because of Serene Grace in Ancient Power, that really goes hand in hand pretty well. And helps me a whole lot. And since I can take a lot of special attacks, because I made this max special defense, and I've decent HP, and this defense is a little lacking, but not too bad. But after one boost, it's a freaking monster. And so yeah, now we're just doing somewhat of a little stall battle here between me attacking and roosting and him using Dragon Claw, and he eventually takes me out. So I send in Jolteon here, and yeah, later on I find out he's actually Scarfed, and he has Dragon Claw to throw people off, which is not a bad idea. But I'm surprised he switched Garchomp out, because I would think he would definitely outspeed Jolteon if he had a Scarf. So yeah, not too sure on that one. Just in case, well, at the time, I thought he wasn't Scarfed or so. It's like, all right, cool. I can set up and. I set up a sub to be safe, and yeah, Shadow Ball actually does not kill Swampert, which I was kind of surprised. But I didn't want to waste my Ice Gem just yet, because I have Hidden Power Ice, and he roars me out into Entei, which I don't use Legendaries a whole lot. I don't care for it. I will use this guy once in a while. I really like him. He's done pretty well for me, and I try to be a little bit different with him. So he goes into Garchomp, which I pretty much figured. But just in case, for whatever reason, Swampert may have been faster. I forget that thing's max speed. I went for Extreme Speed. Also because I figured he'd predict Flare Blitz, and I just didn't want to hit something and not really get much damage on it. And I figured Extreme Speed would be better. So I send in Talon here, my Skarmory, because I know I can take an Outrage. And that's what he goes for. And so now he's stuck into that, and I can just keep roosting up. and he will get stuck in with confusion. So that means I can either toxic someone or mud slap them. And I'll go ahead and go for toxic right there. I figured I could probably live another outrage if he decided to stay in. If not, I would get a roost up on his switch out, so I would still be sitting good with Skarmory. And he does get the outrage, but I'm a defensive bird here, so that's not really going to hurt me too much. Actually, I missed if that was like 2 outrages or 3. Oh, just pay attention more to my videos. But yeah, again, this Skarmory is different. Well, for those of you who don't really know me, my friends would definitely know about my Pokemon and how I like to be different and throw people off. Yeah, the whole idea behind this Skarmory is max special defense, and most people use spikes and whirlwinds. Well, I go for the approach of toxicking someone because they don't expect it, and then also hitting them with Mud Slap to lower their accuracy, so that way they start to miss more. Toxic takes more of effect. I get a lefties gain, and then there's Fly, which, yeah, kind of same thing as Mud Slap, where they wind up missing a turn, well, missing a hit on me. Toxic will take more effect again. I get another leftovers, and also at the end of that move, I get a little extra damage on him. So it's kind of a stalling Skarmory of a different kind. And he sends in a Dream World ability, Cloyster here. Oh wait, is it Dream World ability? No, my bad. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. This Cloyster has Shell Break, which I faced one of these things before, and Shell Break matched with Skill Link and Icicle Spear. That thing was freaking raping my ass before. Thankfully, Skarmory is really defensive, so I can somewhat take these hits decently, but it's going to be a bit of a problem because I cannot live too long taking those hits. And Toxic is not going to take enough of effects to kill him fast enough. So I'm really starting to worry right now. I hit him with another Mud Slap to lower his accuracy. And hopefully, that will really start to take effect. And I think this is the turn where it does. Yep, yeah, he misses right there. And I get a roost off, which is great. Still not sure if I could live another Icicle Spear attack if he lands one. So, but at least Toxic will take more effect, and maybe by the time he does take me out, Toxic will kill him. And I've actually taken Tyranitar's out with the Skarmory. It's just it throws people off. They really don't expect it that much. I know I've seen some Skarmories with Toxic on them, but not many at all. So Toxic is slowly killing this thing, and after this, regardless if he kills me or not, it's going to take him out. I sent in Entei because I figured, okay, I can probably take Icicle Spears, since I resist it. I didn't think Stealth Rocks would take that much away from me, but yeah. Then again, if he missed, that'd be awesome. But he doesn't on this turn, and he hits. And that's actually going to wind up taking out my Entei, which I thought I would still live, but unfortunately I don't. So that's kind of a bummer, but at least I still have Skarmory left, and so I can stall something out again if I need to. So all in all, that was I guess kind of even. It worked out, but kind of didn't work out. So I sent in Archeops here, and take some damage from Stealth Rocks, which I'm still sitting pretty good, so I don't lose all that attack power. And then he goes first, and that's when I found out that he was Scarfed, actually, and he told me that he has Dragon Claw on it to kind of throw people off and not get locked into Outrage. So, yeah, I'm still able to take him down, and so he sends in Venomoth here. And I'm just like, oh crud. I thought for a second it might be Zoroark. I think he had a Zoroark. And regardless, I was afraid of missing with Stone Edge. I figured I'm just going to take his HP down with Endeavor. It might not have been the best move, but yeah. And so I send Crossbait here, my Gallade, and so he's going to start powering up with Quiver Dance. I'm just like, oh crap, this is like the second time someone's done this, and it's pretty effective actually. Which is pretty cool. I like seeing Venomoth being used more. It's, you know, it's a pretty cool Pokemon. And so he goes for Bug Buzz. I figured I could take at least one hit from whatever he dishes out to me with one Quiver Dance, because you know, Gallade is, you know, a little bit on the special defensive side, somewhat. So, what did I hit him with right there? I think I hit him with the Zen Headbutt. I'm sorry, my computer went black on me, so I didn't see what I did there. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that was his Zen Headbutt. So he sends an Ape right here, and I figured, okay, this thing might have a sash, so I just want to break that and go for Shadow Sneak. And that actually turns out to be the Zoroark. So yeah, at least now I know, you know, that he it was going that route with Zoroark, and yeah, there's no hiding it, so that's all good. I kind of wish Zoroark was a little bit better in the defensive department, because it's pretty cool, you know, with special attacks, somewhat with physical, but yeah. He's going to go for Night Days. I just send an Archeops here in case I actually wake up, but yeah, no such luck. So he takes out Archeops, and I see that he has a Life Orb. So I know I can outspeed him. I send in Jolteon here, and either if he switches out or stays in, something's going to take damage. He decides to switch out and goes into Swampert. What did I go? Oh yeah, I go for another substitute just in case he switched out, which worked out really well for me. This may have been one of the main key plays for me in this battle. So yeah, I'm going to take out Swampert with a Shadow Ball, and hopefully get a hit or two on his next Pokemon that he sends out. So now he sends in his real Infernape, and I know I should be able to outspeed it, but he goes for Mach Punch, which I was a little afraid of, and it's like, God darn it, you know, that blows. But I'm able to get a Thunderbolt on him, and I see that's Life Orb, so that might actually work out to my benefit, because between Thunderbolt and Life Orb, you know, he'll take himself out. And see, he only has like an 1/8 of his HP, or 1/16. So I send in Talon here, because I know he'll probably go for another Mach Punch to try and take Jolteon out. But I know Skarmory can take it, and that way Life Orb will take out the Infernape. And I know Zoroark most likely carries a Flamethrower and is going to take me out. But between that and the fact that Jolteon is faster, and I doubt this Zoroark has Sucker Punch, you know, that's my plan for taking this guy out. So yeah, he does carry Flamethrower, and so unfortunately Talon goes down, but next I still have Jolteon. I'm max speed. I go for Timid Nature instead of Modest. I want to say other people go for Modest most of the time, but yeah, I figured more speed on Jolteon would be better in some cases. And thankfully I am faster, and I take him out with Thunderbolt. So that was a very good game. I had a lot of fun, and thank you all for watching. You know, comment, like, sub, and I'll see you guys later.